Well, hey there guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited because we are doing another live Q&A. This is Ask Me Anything. So go ahead, hit me with your questions, everything from Golden. We can talk about my upcoming book, Jaded. We can talk about writing or being an author. We can talk about marketing and branding and social media strategy, or we can talk about my photography. Or if you have something else, let me know because I want to chat about it. So we're going to give it just a minute for people to get logged on. I know sometimes it takes a minute when we first do these live broadcasts for people to find it and for people to jump on, so I'm just stalling for just a second. I'm really excited because I want to tell you about something while we're waiting for people to jump on that arrived this week. If you've been following my social media, you know that my Golden Inspired Tea has arrived. I'm so excited. I am part of an author giveaway, and this event is called Serendipity Tea. And so it is all about teas related to our books. And I'm really excited. It's 17 of us debut authors from 2017. We're jumping in and getting paired with these amazing book bloggers. We're going to be answering questions about our books. We're going to be talking a bit about tea. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff. And there's a giant giveaway with some really lucky winners who are going to be getting ARCs. They're going to be getting our teas that are related to our books and some really cool swag stuff. So I can't wait. I'm really excited about it. And I wanted to show you real quick the tea that I got because I'm really excited about it. I'm seeing that people are signing on. Hi, let me know who you are. Type that in the comments so that I can say hi to you because I can see that I have people. I just don't know who you are. So tell me who you are. I'm going to hold up my tea. This is called Deluria, and this is based on the ship name for my two main characters, Dove and Illyria. So here we go. This is my tea. Heather. Hi, Heather. Take a look. This is my tea. I don't know if that focused for you, but let me just read this to you because this is really cool. So this is my Deluria tea. It is a delicate, summery blend reminiscent of Illyria and Dove's time near the pond in the woods. And it has, hi Kester, I'm glad to see you too. It has, in this tea, honeybush, rosebuds, lemon peel, lemongrass, and raspberry leaf. It is caffeine-free and it's organic. And this was actually made by Blend Bee. So this is really awesome. I got two packages because one I'm giving away in the giveaway and the other one is for something else that I can't really tell you about. But the big and really cool news is that I'm actually going to be selling this in my shop. So if you want to try your own Deluria blend while you are reading Golden, you can. This is going to be in our shop. I started designing the page for it last night, but we got hit with a really bad thunderstorm. So unfortunately I had to pause. I'm hoping to finish that up later today, but it's going to be in my shop. You can get your hands on Deluria. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be awesome. And I even have these really cool reusable muslin tea bags so you can dunk it right in your tea. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. So here we go. Talk to me. What questions do you have for me? I have a couple people who were not able to make it today, or they weren't sure if they'd be able to make it, so they wrote in advance. So I have a couple of those. But hi, Alexis. Thanks for joining. Let me know what questions you have. So hit me up with those comments. If you are watching our rebroadcast, you can type those in the comments below over on our YouTube page, and I will address those in an upcoming video. Now, I apologize if you hear that buzzing noise. That is my phone. It is going off because people are trying to talk to me. Okay, so I've got one from Alexis. Alexis wants to know my favorite book. Alexis, that's a mean one. I have to pick a favorite book. Okay, well, as far as favorite books, I've got a couple. I really love the Divergent series. I love Hunger Games. And there is a book called Branded that I really love. It's a Sinner series, and I absolutely love that one. It's very much along the lines of that type of series. So, I'm seeing that I've got lots of questions coming in, and I don't think it's letting me see it. So, here's what I'm going to do, because these are coming in really fast, and keep them coming, because I like this. Heather asked the same question about the books. Great minds do think alike, Heather. I'm going to pull this up on my phone here real quick. So bear with me as I pull this up, and then I'll be able to scroll through the comments a little bit easier than if I were to just kind of run through it. So favorite books, Hunger Games I love, Divergent I love the Sinner series, and I love books by Sherry Ficklin. I love books by Lisa Brown Roberts. Those are all really great ones, and I highly recommend them. Lisa Brown Roberts is hilarious. She is so funny. And then Sherry just draws you in with her romance. It's great. Heather wants to know my favorite movie. Guys, why are you giving me such hard questions? Oh gosh, well, I love the Hunger Games movies. I love things like Titanic. I'm definitely a person who likes things along the lines of Titanic and A Walk to Remember and The Notebook and all of that. So those are always really good movies for me. I like romance. I love love, things like that. All right, so here we go. It's up. Sorry, it took me a minute there. Kester is actually at that part. I'm not sure what part you were at, Kester, but that's awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll through this. Why, Kester wants to know, why did you decide to use hidden graphics in your chapter headers? Okay, that's a great one. I love this one. Within my book, and let me show you here. This is something I'm really excited about. So I've got these really pretty chapter headers here, and oh, the one you were talking about, Kester, was when Dove and Illyria are at the pond. Oh, you're right there. Oh, I'm so glad you're right there. That's a good part, right, Alexis? That's a really good part. You should keep reading, Kester. So I've got my headers here, and they've got hidden pictures within my header. This was done by my amazing artist, Alexis Johnson, and we actually have, I think 17 was the last I counted, hidden pictures within this header right here. And so some of them are obvious. You're going to be able to pick them out right away. Some of them are not obvious. Some of them are so hard I did not find them at first. Alexis had to point it out to me. Some of them are, here's a fun fact. This is something I have not said yet. So with this chapter header, we did not intend on doing that the first time. We had actually planned on doing something a little bit different, and Alexis started drawing it. And when she showed her work in progress to me, I pointed at something and said, oh, that looks like this. And she hadn't intended it to look like that, but it did. And so at that point, that's when it clicked for us, and we decided we were going to run with it and really incorporate these hidden things into the headers. And so we started putting as many as possible in there. So we have things related to the story, we have things related to the original Goldilocks fairy tale, and then we have things related to my characters, which you will not know about until you actually watch some of my interviews and you learn a little bit more about the characters that I did not put in the book, because it is connected to that header. So I have representations of all of my characters within this because they are that awesome. And Alexis was so great. I think the last time I counted, there were 17 of them in here. So once you're done, you actually have to go through it and see if you can pick it all out. Let's see. Okay. Let me check because that moved on me. You gotta love the internet. Go ahead, keep putting stuff in. I'm watching as we go. Okay, Alexis wants to know, what is the first novel that I ever wrote? Well, it was not Golden, actually. I write a lot, and I write really fast. Golden was actually the third book that I had worked on. I started with a book called Defiance that will probably never see the light of day, which is sad because I really love those characters, but I definitely, looking back, there's some things I need to work on in it. There's a different direction I would go on for it. At that time, I didn't know anything about the do's and don'ts of, what was popular, not so popular within the writing world. So I kind of did the stuff that I wanted to see, the light, beautiful, fluffy, wonderful stuff with the dark stuff that I wanted to see, and I love it, but it's fast-paced. And so I go really, really fast throughout this book, and I need to chill, and I could probably have stretched that entire book into 3 books and then slowed it down and gotten really into detail. So if that should ever come to light, there's going to be some changes, there's got to be work, but they have my favorite characters in them, so I absolutely love that. Then I worked on another series, and that was really great, and then eventually I got around to Golden. Excuse me. I'm just getting over an allergic reaction to a scented candle, so I've kind of lost my voice. So here we go. I'm back on track now. I just need a little water. So anyway, my first book was Defiance, and then I had a second series, which I'm actually going to be at some point in the not-too-distant future tweaking, because I would actually like to get that out to you guys, because I feel like it's going to be really good for you. So eventually you're going to see my second series, which I'm not going to tell you about now because I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to keep the name or not, but it's really good. It's got some of my favorite characters in it. I keep saying that. My first four series have my favorite characters in them, and then the other series I wrote are all fabulous, but they're not like the ones that pull on my heartstrings because they weren't the originals. So, I'll tell you more about that though when we get to that point. And then you guys know that my fourth series, or the fourth one that I wrote, is actually coming out in June. So I've got 2 series coming out this year, Golden and then Jaded is coming out in June. 2 different series, and they will be throughout the next couple of months, years, out to the public. And then there's some other things, some standalone, some other series, which I'm really excited to tell you about. We answered the question about the headers, so we don't need to worry about that. Author that inspires me. I got asked this a lot in advance. I had a number of people actually ask me which authors inspire me, and I actually mentioned them earlier when we were talking about books that I like to read. So I wanted to mention 2 authors to you. Sherry Ficklin. She's a darling friend of mine. She writes amazing stories. Absolutely love it. You get sucked into the worlds that she creates. I especially love her historical fiction books. They're so amazing, and they really just draw you in. And, just amazing. I wish I could tell you more about them. They're so good. I should probably do, like, a live review for those at some point, because I just love them. They're fantastic. And they're about a queen, so let's talk about awesome. Another one that I really wanted to pull out was Lisa Brown Roberts, which I mentioned before. She writes contemporary romance, young adult, and she just, I'm not so much a fan of contemporary writing, but I would drop everything to read Lisa's books because they are so funny and they just pull you in. So I'm not the biggest fan of contemporary because I like these worlds created outside of what we normally have. I kind of like that added element to it. But Lisa just takes her worlds and transports me to wherever it is. Like, she just wrote a book that takes place at the beach, and I was happily living over in her little beach town that she created. And she's just got so much humor in her books. So that's really very inspirational to me, to remind me that I need really good storylines and I need really good settings. I need to be able to add that humor into it. I need to, and this is from both ladies, I need to be doing my research. I need to really be putting a lot of time and effort into it. And so I take stuff from both of these ladies who do so well with their craft. And that just reminds me that that's something I need to implement into my writing too, which I really love. It's very inspiring, and their books just hook you. Like you pick it up and that is it. Those are that you're just there. You don't want to put them down. You just get through them in one sitting because you have to know what happens next. The characters are so good. The romance is so good. I just love it. So shout out to those 2 ladies. And then, of course, I need to shout out to all of my Reading Transforms authors because they're amazing, they're wonderful, and their books are so good. So if you want book recs, if you want more information about these books, check out Reading Transforms because I've got a lot of information there. So, what else do we have for questions? Go ahead, pop those down below. And while we're waiting for a couple more questions to come in, I should tell you that I've actually got something cool going on tomorrow. So I like to pop on here, I like to let you know what's going on, what's new. And I do have something special happening tomorrow. And it's not quite what you think, probably. You probably aren't going to guess this, but tomorrow is a special day for me. So it is 1 day and 1 month, I said that backwards, 1 month and 1 day away from the Golden release, but it's also another really cool day for me because it's my birthday. So earlier today we actually had some of my relatives over and we had cake and we sang to me because yay, that's what you do for birthdays. And tomorrow I'm going to be celebrating my birthday, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited because it's going to be my first birthday with my baby. And Alexis is saying woo and yay, so yay and woo. Back to you, Alexis. Alexis is like the most amazing person ever because Alexis is out walking around at a store right now and she's still watching this. So thank you, Alexis, for joining me. And she's screaming cake. Yeah, there was cake. Actually, it was cheesecake, so it was really good. Okay. Wow, I'm getting notification that this is my most commented on live video yet, which is pretty good considering the last time I had a lot of comments on a video. It was super long and tons of questions, so I'm really glad you guys are all here. Well, Alexis is sending me hearts. Thank you, Alexis. Alexis is the best. She designs all my artwork for me. Speaking of, can we just talk about the amazing artwork that she did for me? Let me see if I can pull this up because this is so really amazingly cool. And I am going to pull it up right now. She's done a bunch of really gorgeous drawings for me. So over the last couple of days and weeks, I've been putting some of this up on my social media pages. So if you take a look at my social media pages, you can see as it very slowly loads, that, here we go. Losing my voice again. Okay, very slowly loading. Here we go. So that's one of the pictures that she drew. Oh, I'm sorry that got all blurry. That was the original Illyria picture that she drew for me back when she had first read my beta manuscript, because Alexis has been with me for a long time. That's my picture of Dove that she drew for me. I've actually got another one she did by the pond. So Kester, I know you just mentioned that you just got to that point within the arc that you have, but I have not put that one up yet. I need to do that later this week. That one's going to go online. But I want to just show you this series. So here we go. Alexis created a 3-canvas image for me. So it's one picture, and another picture that all go together. And it's Illyria and it's Dove, and they're in the woods, and they kind of have some symbolic things going on. And I want to show this to you. So I'm going to do it in pieces. Here's the Illyria one. Oh, I'm sorry, the glare. The glare is horrendous. There you go. Now you can kind of see it. So that's the Illyria one. This is the middle image here, as it very slowly loads. So you can kind of see we've got a transition here. So we've got the fog coming off of the Illyria image, and we're moving over into fire. We've still got the trees there. And then in this last one, this, boom, that's my Dove picture here. He is clearly hanging on to something important there that you don't learn about until a little bit later within the story. And we've got the fire, which also you learn about later in the story. It's really interesting. So those are my beautiful pictures from Alexis. Absolutely love them. I'm going to keep giving out more fan art from Alexis and from the other fans who are continuing to draw fan art for Golden. I'm so excited for it. If you are an artist, or if you're excited about Golden, go ahead and do those amazing fan art pictures for me, because I love showing them off within my stream team, over on my social media pages, and on my website. I love seeing what you're creating. I'm so excited for it. And speaking of which, if you join my newsletter, which you can join at newsletter.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, you are actually going to be getting a free excerpt from Golden, and you are going to be getting some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff. But then on the third day, because I have an automated sequence that gets sent out to you with some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff, on that third day, you are going to be getting a coloring sheet from Golden that was done by my amazing artist Alexis, and it is this gorgeous picture of hair and flowers and like a dagger knife thing, and it's amazing. And if you have your hands on a copy of that, I want you to print that out, I want you to color that in, and I want you to send that over to me so that I can start putting those up on social media as well. I do have a couple of them, and I cannot wait to get them out there. I'm trying to space everything out, you know, so I'm very cautious about parsing things out. But you gotta check it out. Alexis is sending me lots of smirky faces, because Alexis is like my right hand for everything. If I didn't do it, Alexis did it. That's kind of the way it works here. So much love to Alexis, because she is amazing. And if you happen to be an author, you can commission her to do all sorts of amazing things for you. You need to message me and I will connect you. Currently, Alexis is working for me over at Reading Transforms, and she is doing fan art for my authors. So it's like a trade. You give her your book, she gives you a piece of fan art. It's this magnificent service trade. I absolutely love it, and people get this gorgeous fan art from Alexis, and she gets to read their books. So if you are interested in that, go to readingtransforms.com, look up my artists, my Artist Society. Good grief, I almost launched into a photography term with the word artist in it. Look up my Artist Society and get connected with me. I can get you connected with my artists. I've got a whole amazing team, and we will get you some really cool fan art. Yes, to the thumbs up. Don't know who sent that, but yes. Oh, I see who it was. It just came through. Hi, I'm so glad that you're here. I have some family members who are not watching right now because I won't let them use up my bandwidth, but they saw that we were live, so they just thumbed up to us. All right, so we are going to wrap this up. I'm really excited about this. I did get to tell you all about my Deluria tea, which will be up, I'm hoping later today, but if not, it'll be up tomorrow. And you can get your hands on that. You can also get your hands on some swag. So we've got postcards, which that is my first signed postcard ever. I love it. I'm so excited for it. And then we've got our beautiful bookmarks, which I can't move. that kind of go together like that. Isn't that awesome? And we've got fine arts prints, which will be available too. I don't have those with me because they were kind of big and I didn't want to put them on the chair next to me, but you can get your hands on a copy of that too. And if you have more questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments below. If you're watching our rebroadcast on our YouTube page or on our website, drop those in the comments below and I will address them in upcoming episodes of our live Q&A videos, because I am constantly doing these live broadcasts. I'm doing behind the scenes stuff over on my social media pages, especially over on Instagram stories. Speaking of, one more thing I'm going to show you before I go. One more thing. There is a new feature on Instagram called Albums. I'm really excited about it. If you are an author, I educate on what it is and how to use it as an author over on Reading Transformed, so check that out. But it is an album that lets me go through a series of pictures. And so earlier this week I was testing it out and I gave you behind the scenes information on Illyria. So all you have to do is look at that particular picture and then you can swipe through it and learn about her story. So there's some really cool stuff in timeline form. You can just kind of scroll through it. Whoops, it moved on me. You can go through it and then you can get your excerpt. So if you are excited about Golden, if you do not have an ARC, if you have not read it yet, if you want to read more about it before it comes out on March 28th, you can jump onto excerpt.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, or you can jump on a newsletter.k.m.robinson.com, or K.M. Robinson Books. Oi, that could have been bad. k.m.robinsonbooks.com, excerpt.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, or newsletter.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. It'll take you to the same place. It'll get you signed up for my newsletter where I give you that free chapter and a half of Golden. It gives you that free coloring page. It gives you some really cool behind the scenes stuff. And I'm going to be sending out some really cool stuff in the not too distant future that you can check out exclusively within my newsletter. That's all about behind the scenes of Golden, behind the scenes of Jaded. It's really valuable content you're not going to be able to find anywhere else, plus some secrets and some surprises and some giveaways, because if you know me, I love my bonus freebie giveaways. So you definitely want to get yourself on there, and you can check out Golden before it comes out in just over a month. I'm so thrilled. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. I am K.M. Robinson, author of Golden, and this comes out on March 28th. Jaded comes out in June, and I will be back with more information a little bit later this week. Make sure you're checking out my social media. Make sure you're following over on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. I am at K.M. Robinson Books on all of my social media platforms and Snapchat. You can come hang out with me on Snapchat because, you know, I do behind the scenes with fun filters. It's interesting. So make sure you check that out at K.M. Robinson Books on all social media platforms. I'm going to be doing some really cool giveaway stuff. So if you are interested in getting yourself some swag, some signed swag, some really cool stuff, may even be giving away some ebooks of Golden, you can go ahead and make sure you're following all my social medias because it's going to be awesome. Thanks so much for joining me. This has been awesome. I'm going to sign off because I'm losing my voice again. But we will be doing this again very soon. And again, if you have questions that you want me to answer, drop them below and I will take a look once we're done with this and I will get to you in another video. Thanks so much. You guys have a great day and stay inspired.